Welcome back to the GreenMech TV channel. Catch basins are the first line of defense in stormwater management, and keeping them clean is critical for preventing flooding and protecting water quality. In this clip, a specialized vacuum truck arrives to service a blocked basin in Puyallup. The operator removes the heavy grate and inserts a high-powered suction hose deep into the underground chamber. Debris, silt, leaves, and garbage are quickly extracted and stored in the truck's containment tank. What once threatened to clog the drainage system is now safely removed. Regular catch basin maintenance ensures stormwater can flow freely, reduces wear on downstream infrastructure, and helps cities stay resilient during heavy rains. It's a simple operation with a big environmental payoff, keeping pollutants out of local rivers and streets safer for everyone. Interceptor and drainage systems play a vital role in protecting our environment by capturing oils, silt, and hazardous substances before they reach natural water sources. In this operation, Eurotank Environmental showcases a professional cleaning of a commercial interceptor and surrounding drainage network, a crucial part of long-term facility maintenance and pollution control. The job begins with a thorough site assessment. Operators identify inspection chambers and access points to the interceptor tank and drainage pipes. Once the area is secured, a vacuum tanker equipped with high suction capability arrives on site. This specialized vehicle is designed to remove both liquids and solids with speed and precision. The interceptor chamber is accessed, revealing a layered mix of water, hydrocarbons, sludge, and sediment. Using a combination of suction hoses and water jetting tools, the team begins to break up compacted debris and lift heavy waste material from the tank's floor. Grease and oil are separated during the process, with oily residues pumped into a dedicated containment chamber within the vacuum truck. Meanwhile, high-pressure jetting equipment is inserted into the adjacent pipework. This scours the inside of the drainage lines, blasting away buildup and pushing loosened debris toward the interceptor, where it can be fully extracted. This dual method, suction and jetting, ensures both the interceptor and connecting pipework are thoroughly cleaned, reducing the risk of blockages and backups. Each stage is carefully monitored. Operators use camera inspections to verify that the lines are clear, and measurements are taken to confirm that the interceptor is operating within environmental compliance limits. The recovered waste is then transported to licensed treatment facilities, where it can be processed, treated, and in many cases recycled. Regular maintenance like this is more than just good practice, it's essential. Neglected interceptors can overflow, releasing harmful oils and chemicals into storm drains, rivers, and the surrounding environment. Blocked drainage can lead to costly flooding, property damage, and even regulatory penalties for site owners. By staying proactive with scheduled cleaning, businesses and municipalities protect their infrastructure, reduce long-term repair costs, and contribute to a cleaner ecosystem. Eurotank's process is fast, efficient, and carried out with minimal disruption to surrounding operations, showing how modern environmental service providers are raising the bar for sustainability and professionalism. This isn't just about cleaning tanks. It's about safeguarding our waterways, preventing pollution at the source, and ensuring that critical underground systems stay reliable for years to come. So, Kaz, Catch basins are critical components of urban drainage systems, designed to trap sediment, debris, and pollutants before they enter storm sewers and waterways. In this quick but essential operation, a vacuum truck is deployed to clean out a clogged basin. After removing the heavy grate, the operator lowers a powerful suction hose into the chamber. Mud, leaves, and trash are extracted with precision, restoring full flow capacity to the drain. Regular catch basin maintenance like this prevents localized flooding, protects infrastructure, and keeps contaminants out of rivers and lakes. It also helps cities stay compliant with environmental regulations. Though simple on the surface, this process plays a big role in managing stormwater and reducing pollution. Clean streets and healthy waterways often begin underground, with small actions like this repeated consistently. Catch basin cleaning is one of the most vital, yet often overlooked operations in maintaining a city's stormwater infrastructure. In Pierce County, specialized teams are hard at work ensuring these underground systems stay clear, functional, and environmentally safe. Every catch basin acts as a filtration point, capturing sediment, leaves, trash, and other pollutants before they can enter the storm drains and flow into nearby rivers or streams. Over time, these materials accumulate and reduce the basin's effectiveness, leading to flooding and water contamination. In this operation, a vacuum truck with high-powered suction is used to remove built-up debris. The crew first lifts the heavy grate, then lowers a long hose into the basin chamber. Years of accumulated silt and waste are extracted in just minutes, with all material safely contained in the truck's storage tank for proper disposal. To ensure long-term effectiveness, some teams also use high-pressure water jetting to flush connected pipes and restore full flow. Inspections may be logged digitally for future maintenance planning, making the system smarter and more efficient over time. Regular catch basin maintenance isn't just about preventing puddles on rainy days. It's about protecting the entire watershed. By keeping these hidden systems clean, cities like Pierce County help reduce pollution, avoid infrastructure damage, and build more resilient urban environments for the future. In Bossier City, Louisiana, Whited's Environmental takes on a critical task, cleaning out a storm drain using the powerful Aquatech B10. Storm drains are vital for channeling rainwater and preventing urban flooding, but over time they collect mud, leaves, trash, and sediment that can block the flow and pollute local waterways. The crew begins by positioning the Aquatech B10, a specialized vacuum truck built for high-efficiency stormwater maintenance. Once the access grate is lifted, a heavy-duty suction hose is inserted deep into the storm drain chamber. The truck's powerful vacuum system draws out years of compacted debris, separating water and solids into onboard tanks. With its rear-mounted boom and remote controls, the Aquatech B10 allows for precise maneuvering, minimizing disruption while maximizing efficiency. The collected material is transported to licensed disposal facilities, keeping harmful waste out of the environment. Regular cleaning like this not only ensures smooth drainage but also helps protect infrastructure, prevent erosion, and keep local rivers and streams clean. It's a behind-the-scenes operation that plays a big role in maintaining a healthier, more resilient city, one storm drain at a time. Catch basins are designed to trap and hold debris, silt, and pollutants before they enter the stormwater system. But over time, these chambers fill up, and if not properly maintained, they can overflow, leading to flooding and contamination of natural waterways. In this operation, a specialized cleaning crew tackles a heavily loaded catch basin. The process begins with lifting the grate to reveal a deep chamber filled with stagnant water and thick layers of sludge. A high-powered vacuum truck is positioned nearby, equipped with a hydraulic boom and flexible suction hose. As the hose is lowered into the chamber, the team begins extracting the built-up waste. Mud, gravel, organic matter, and even trash are pulled from the bottom of the basin and transported into sealed tanks on the truck. This process is not only fast but highly effective, restoring the basin's capacity and ensuring proper stormwater flow. Sludge removal is particularly important, as settled debris can become a breeding ground for bacteria and odors, while also increasing the risk of downstream pipe blockages. After the basin is emptied, the team may perform a quick rinse or jet to ensure all residue is cleared. This type of maintenance is essential for cities aiming to prevent flooding, protect water quality, and extend the life of underground infrastructure. Quiet, routine work, but with a lasting environmental impact. When storm drains become clogged with years of debris, it takes serious power to clear them, and that's where one of the world's largest vacuum systems comes into play. In this operation, a massive vacuum truck is deployed to clean out a heavily blocked storm drain inlet and its connected pipe. With its enormous suction capacity and extended boom, this machine can extract large volumes of sediment, silt, and trash in just minutes. The hose is carefully positioned into the inlet, and with the vacuum engaged, layers of compacted debris are removed, some of it packed so tightly it would be nearly impossible to extract by hand. As the pipe is cleared, water begins flowing freely again, restoring the drainage system to full function. This isn't just about brute force, it's about using the right tools for the job. Machines like these save time, reduce manual labor, and help municipalities keep their infrastructure in peak condition. Big machines, big impact, all in the name of clean, functional stormwater systems. Trench drains are engineered to handle large volumes of surface runoff, especially in areas like loading docks, parking lots, and industrial yards. But when they become clogged with sediment, organic matter, and compacted waste, their function can grind to a halt, leading to flooding, structural erosion, and even safety hazards. In this episode, the DrainPros team responds to a severely blocked trench drain system. Upon arrival, the signs of neglect are immediately visible. The grates are packed with hardened dirt, gravel, and years of accumulated debris. Water is pooling nearby, with nowhere to drain, a clear sign that the system is fully compromised. The crew begins by lifting the trench grates one by one, exposing the full length of the blocked channel. What they find underneath is essentially a compacted wall of mud and refuse, some of it dried into a hardened sludge that water can't penetrate. Manual removal would be time-consuming and dangerous, so they bring in the big tools. Using a combination of high-pressure jetting and industrial-grade vacuum extraction, the team launches a coordinated assault on the blockage. The jetter is fed in from one end, blasting water at pressures strong enough to break apart sediment and dislodge even the toughest buildup. On the opposite end, a heavy-duty vacuum hose draws the slurry of water and loosened debris into a containment tank. It's a slow and steady process, but incredibly effective. The trench begins to clear segment by segment, and after each pass, more water begins to move through the channel. At times, the crew must pause to manually remove obstructions that are too large or tangled for the vacuum to handle, such as large stones or solid waste. With the major buildup cleared, attention turns to the finer details. The trench walls are scraped clean with specialized tools, ensuring no residue remains to trap future sediment. A final flush with clean water is performed to verify full flow and catch any leftover debris hiding in the corners. The grates are thoroughly cleaned, then bolted back into place to restore the drain's structural integrity. But the real value of this operation lies in what it prevents. A clogged trench drain is more than an inconvenience. It can cause water to pool and undermine pavement, seep into building foundations, or overflow into nearby streets. It also poses a threat to water quality, as trapped pollutants eventually leach into the soil or surrounding drains. By intervening early and thoroughly, the drain pros not only restore functionality but prevent expensive long-term damage. They also extend the life of the surrounding infrastructure, saving businesses and municipalities thousands in potential repairs. This behind-the-scenes work may not be glamorous, but it is essential. Stormwater systems are only as strong as their weakest points, and maintaining those points takes knowledge, experience, and the right equipment. In this case, the combination of skill and technology gets the job done right. When it comes to drainage, prevention is always more efficient than crisis response. Thanks to teams like this, cities stay safer, systems stay cleaner, and stormwater flows exactly where it should, away from buildings, roads, and communities. Clearing stormwater lines is a crucial part of keeping cities flood-free and environmentally safe. In this operation, a high-powered vacuum truck is used to remove sediment and blockages from underground drain lines. The crew positions a suction hose directly into the access point, extracting sludge, debris, and standing water with impressive speed. Routine cleanouts like this prevent backups, protect infrastructure, and ensure clean runoff during heavy rain. Storm drains are essential for managing rainwater in urban areas, but they can easily become clogged with sediment, trash, and organic debris. In this operation, a specialized vacuum truck is brought in to clean a blocked inlet quickly and efficiently. After opening the grate, the crew lowers a heavy-duty suction hose into the chamber. Built-up sludge and contaminants are removed within seconds, restoring full drainage capacity. This simple yet powerful process keeps water flowing properly during storms, prevents street flooding, and helps reduce pollution entering local rivers. Regular maintenance like this is a key part of resilient, eco-friendly city infrastructure. Hydrovac technology is transforming the way we clean storm drains and underground pipes, combining precision, safety, and power in one streamlined process. In this operation, a vacuum excavation crew tackles a clogged storm drain using both jetting and suction. First, high-pressure water is blasted into the drain line, breaking apart compacted sludge, sediment, and debris that would otherwise resist removal. At the same time, the hydrovac truck's vacuum hose pulls the loosened material out, storing it in a sealed containment tank. This dual system is ideal for sensitive areas where digging could damage infrastructure or utilities. It allows for deep, targeted cleaning without disruption to surrounding pavement or landscaping. Jetting ensures internal pipe walls are scrubbed clean, while vacuum extraction prevents contaminants from re-entering the system. The result is a fully restored drainage line, ready for peak storm performance. Hydrovac maintenance like this plays a vital role in preventing floods, protecting water quality, and keeping urban environments clean and resilient, all with minimal impact and maximum efficiency. Using hydrovac technology, this team quickly cleans out a clogged storm drain. High-pressure water loosens packed debris, while the vacuum hose removes sludge and waste with precision. It's a fast, non-invasive solution that protects infrastructure and keeps stormwater flowing freely. Storm drain maintenance is essential for preventing floods and protecting local waterways, and hydrovac technology makes the process faster, safer, and cleaner. In this operation, a specialized team uses a hydrovac truck to clear out a clogged inlet. The process begins by blasting high-pressure water deep into the storm drain, loosening compacted debris like mud, gravel, and organic waste. Simultaneously, the truck's vacuum system extracts the slurry, collecting it in a sealed holding tank for proper disposal. Unlike traditional excavation, hydrovac allows for precise, non-destructive cleaning. It minimizes the risk of damaging pipes, cables, or surrounding infrastructure, especially in congested urban environments. This approach not only restores full drainage capacity, but also helps reduce pollution, extend system lifespan, and support more resilient stormwater management. With every pass, the drain is brought back to full function, quietly protecting streets, buildings, and ecosystems downstream. The Low Pro sludge pump is engineered to handle thick, abrasive sludge with unmatched efficiency. In this scene, we see the pump in action, moving heavy slurry through industrial-grade piping without clogging or loss of flow. Its positive displacement design allows for precise, low-pulse pumping, making it ideal for wastewater treatment, sludge transfer, and environmental cleanup operations. Each rotating lobe draws material smoothly, even when handling grit, solids, or fibrous content. Unlike traditional pumps, Low Pro units require minimal maintenance and deliver consistent pressure under demanding conditions. With stainless steel components and robust seals, they're built for long-term performance. Handling thick, heavy sludge requires serious equipment, and the MegaVac is built exactly for that. In this scene, we watch as this industrial vacuum truck tackles a challenging sludge removal task with ease and efficiency. The operator positions the suction hose into the sludge basin, where years of built-up organic waste and sediment have settled. With immense vacuum power, the MegaVac pulls the dense slurry into its containment tank, removing everything from fine silt to large clumps of debris. What sets this system apart is its high-capacity suction combined with long-reach and precision control. It's designed for heavy-duty work in industrial plants, treatment facilities, and environmental remediation sites, where manual removal isn't feasible. The result is a cleaner, safer site and a faster turnaround for ongoing operations. MegaVac doesn't just move sludge, it transforms messy, time-consuming cleanups into streamlined professional procedures. Blocked catch basins may seem like minor issues, but left unchecked, they can lead to street flooding, water damage, and long-term wear on surrounding infrastructure. In this residential cleanup, a local handyman responds to a clogged drain that stopped functioning entirely. The first sign is pooling water along the edge of the driveway, a clear indicator that the catch basin beneath is no longer draining properly. The technician removes the heavy grate cover and quickly confirms the problem. A thick layer of decomposed leaves, silt, and trash has filled the chamber nearly to the top. With a basic hand scoop and drainage rods, he begins removing the compacted material manually. It's a dirty job, but the hands-on method allows for careful extraction without harming the underlying structure. Bit by bit, the sediment is lifted out, revealing the inner walls of the basin and the submerged outlet pipe. To ensure proper drainage, the technician inspects the pipe using a flashlight and clearing tools. A blockage is found deep within, likely a combination of fine debris, roots, and hardened mud. He alternates between flushing and probing with the rod until water finally breaks through and begins to flow. As the last of the sludge is cleared, the basin is rinsed down and checked for any cracks or damage. With the water draining freely, the grate is reinstalled, and the area around the basin is swept clean. This kind of routine intervention may not require heavy machinery, but it's just as important. Small-scale stormwater maintenance like this protects homes, sidewalks, and roads, one basin at a time, and helps ensure cleaner, safer neighborhoods after every rainfall. Compact but powerful, the Hot Sea Sludge Sucker is a simple solution for removing thick, settled sludge from pits, basins, or containment areas. In this demonstration, we see how the system uses a pressure washer to create a Venturi effect, pulling sludge through a discharge hose without any moving parts. This makes it ideal for confined or hard-to-reach locations where larger vacuum trucks aren't practical. As high-pressure water flows through the ejector, It creates suction strong enough to lift mud, sand, and slurry into a standard drum or disposal container.